Legend has it that there once was a great king in the lands of Kroz. Defeated by his enemies, he fell from power and his crown was smashed into many pieces, scattered amongst a series of secret caves. Only one who is deft of mind and foot shall succeed in solving all the riddles and retrieving the pieces of crown to find this lost treasure. Will it be you?
Welcome to Mike's Gaming Gala. I'm Mike, and this week we're looking at the Lost Caves of Kroz for the Intellivision by Electronite. And you're gonna want to stay tuned until right at the end of this video, because I'm gonna provide you with a promo code that will give you the best price ever available for this game. Kroz comes in a nice gatefold box with professionally printed manual, professionally printed overlays, and of course the cartridge. The Lost Caves of Kroz was a 2014 release, but for an older homebrew it packs a hell of a lot of gameplay, so let's have a look. Turning on your console, you're greeted with the standard splash screens and then a little backstory setting the mood for what's to come. Pressing a button at the start screen gives you the option to either start a new game or load an existing one. Seeing as this is a pretty long game, that's a very good thing. There are 3 save slots, and if you're starting a new game, you'll enter your name. Getting into the game drops you into a series of caves with locked doors. Each colored section contains doors that reveal puzzles, and for every puzzle solved, you'll be rewarded with a piece of crown. So that you don't get overwhelmed too quickly, the locked doors force you to do the puzzles in a rough order by only giving you the key for the next section once you complete the previous one. Trust me, this is very welcome because the puzzles start easy but ramp up pretty quickly and can be very difficult. Every puzzle room you enter starts with a splash screen with a riddle. This is a clue as to how to solve the room, so it's best to read them every time. The first few rooms are primarily there to teach you concepts that you'll need to use in future, harder puzzles. For instance, these white blocks with little colored horseshoes on them are switches, and they will often associate with something else in the room that's the same color. You can push objects that are standing on their own, but if you push them up against something else, they'll be too heavy to move. Which means hide your money, that gold digger Donna might be near. You can also activate items in the room. Bombs can be detonated, some laser and fireball turrets can be rotated, and tone generators can be adjusted. The swirls that look like @ symbols are transporters, and will transport you to the matching colored swirl. And of course, any keys you find will open the corresponding colored door. When you've solved a room, you'll have access to the piece of crown. Touching it ends the level and transports you back to the main cave so that you can see your progress and move on to the next room. Now this all may sound very complicated, but once you get the hang of the types of actions you can do, it really becomes pretty intuitive. Here's 2 tips to keep in mind while you play. First of all, you can re-enter rooms that you've already completed. Why would this be useful, you ask? Well, when you die in a room, and you will die, you lose a portion of your health in the bottom right represented by hearts. Some rooms have hearts, which obviously regenerate your health. But if you don't need them, leave them there, and they'll still be there later when you require a little pick-me-up. Second, especially with later rooms, there's going to be times where you've messed up to the point that the puzzle isn't solvable anymore. The game knows this and has a handy reset room button. This allows you to keep coming back over and over again until you solve it. Once you complete all the puzzles in one side cave, there's one last challenge for you before moving on, and that's a boss. Boss levels contain 2 rooms, and in addition to some puzzle solving, you'll need to dust off your action gaming skills as there will be timed moves and dodging enemy attacks while you figure things out. And that, my friends, is the Lost Caves of Kroz for the Intellivision. So what do I think of it? Well, it's fantastic. This is really my type of game in a lot of ways. For a modern association, imagine it as a Zelda game, but it's only the shrines. There's frustration at times, but once you solve the puzzle that's been baffling you, there's a real feeling of accomplishment. I highly recommend it. Now, promo time. William at Electronite has made 10 copies of the Lost Caves of Kroz available at a huge discount to the first people that email him at electronite@hotmail.com with the promo code MGG Kroz. That's MGGKROZ. Normally, these retail for $70 US each before shipping, but if you're one of the first 10 to email him, US customers will be able to get a copy for $60 US shipped. Canadian customers will be able to get a copy for $70 Canadian shipped. And European customers will be able to get a copy for $95 Canadian shipped. These are the best prices that Electronite has ever offered, so if you're in the market, email them with the code PRONTO. I'll pin a comment and note in the description when all 10 copies are gone. If you miss out on the promo though, don't worry, as the Lost Caves of Kroz will be available soon at the Blue Sky Rangers eBay shop, which I'll link to in the description below. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you're in the market for Kroz, I hope you got one of those promo copies. If you want to contact me, my information's on the screen right here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on Mike's Gaming Gala.